Secret tunnel, through the mountains. Secret, 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 secret tunnel, through the mountains. Secret, 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 secret.
No! Oh no, he fell through the world.
Secret tunnel! Oh, scavs, and rats, I'm so excited! We just got the biggest update in the history of the Forever Winter, and nothing will ever be the same again. If you're just tuning in, the teleporter's gone out of business. And now we have to actually walk to our raids. Oh, it's so good. So here's what's gonna happen. I am gonna take you guys on a road trip. We're gonna go from Tunnel A all the way through to Tunnel D. Along the way, I'll splice in some footage and thoughts and talk about my experience in the tunnels so far. Big asterisk, this is brand new content, so everything is subject to change, right? Good. So for our trip, I'm going to use the M16 because it's light, and then we're going to use the Glock 19. I haven't reviewed the Glock 19 yet, but say hello to your new favorite sidearm. Does it perform?
Glock 17 full size 9mm, Glock 17 L long slide 9mm, Glock 18 full size 9mm full auto. Glock 19 compact 9mm, Glock 19 X full size frame compact slide 9mm, getting busy with the heater, that's what I know.
Yes.
Glock 20 full size 10mm, Glock 21 full size 45 ACP, Glock 22 full size 40 Smith & Wesson is the key.
Can you supply it with enough ammo? Also, yes. So this is our loadout. We'll also be bringing a pneumatic jump with us as well as some meds. And starting off, can I just say the atmosphere is magnifique. Fundog really cooked with this one. I honestly did not realize until this update what I wanted as a player from the Forever Winter. And I realize now that what I really wanted was that experience of going through the Pripyat 1 underpass for the first time. The Jupiter tunnels. If you know, you know. And that's been accomplished. The game's really coming together. So let's get into how these tunnels work. I'll be honest, the regions map is a bit misleading and confusing and is probably gonna change, I think. There are 4 tunnels, A, B, C, and D, and each tunnel links to various maps, but not to each other. So while this looks like you go from A to B, that's not how it works. You go from A to either Scorched Enclave or Ashen Mesa, and then to B. So if you're, say, doing a quest in mech trenches, you're gonna have to go through one of those maps first. Or you can go back to maps like you used to by burning fast travel drones, which we make out of materials that have been added down in the tunnels. And it's a fun list of materials, anything from like PlayStation, Alan Turing, this solid state drive, as well as just solid state. a sentient drill. I wonder if it enjoys its job.
It's rubbish.
And many, many more. Each tunnel mission ends in extracts, which will lead to those maps, as I mentioned. Like here we are, in good old Scorched Enclave. Ooh, nighttime fun. But now when you go to extract, there are 2 extraction points, one back to the innards and one to the next tunnel. Good news for Gunhead fans and painless enjoyers. Your health and current magazine regenerate when you go to a new map. So Gunhead and painless are totally viable and sustainable now. But everyone's still gonna have to wait for you to catch up in multiplayer. We're entering B now. Each tunnel seems to get a bit more difficult, at least in terms of the obstacles that are being presented and length. Speaking of obstacles, outside of the enemies, and I think pretty much any enemy can be down here, we now have platforming puzzles, electrical hurdy fields, dangerous steam vents, cyber grunge and Orlando, poison waters, and burning hallways to deal with. You navigate the burning hallway, but just kind of not touching the fire. Superheated gas isn't a thing in the Forever Winter. If you ever see a burning tunnel like this, don't go through it. And you can expect combat encounters to be frequent, especially with drones. Like, seriously, even though we're underground, there are more drones here than Bakhmut. And if you've watched my other videos, you probably know that I'm a little negative on the multiplayer experience. And the tunnels have absolutely saved it.
What's your plan to survive when you find you're alone in the dark? You can pray to the Lord of the Light, but you ain't gonna get too far. You can sit in the cold dark night and just hope for a spark. You might make your way in the day, but you'll need friends in the dark.
And this is huge. I'm actually inviting people to play my game now with me. Wild, wacky, whoa!
Now watch, Rose picked underground.
Now, from what I can tell, it's unique to mech trenches, but they actually added the tunnel extraction to a different point than the original timed extraction. And I really, really like this change. This is awesome. When the host extracts, everyone extracts with them, which can really save your team's ass sometimes. Other issues notwithstanding. Next up will be mech trenches. Just a normal day here being shot at. Though wouldn't it be interesting if the shield officer was here? That's an exciting prospect with multi-raid. And Tunnel C. And I guess it's time we talk about the resource availability. Health, ammo, and construction materials. They're everywhere. The only thing you could possibly run out of is ammo, and even that's pretty unlikely, to be honest. Now, speaking of the rooms themselves, each tunnel has its extract points, as well as a treasure room, which will just have a load of loot in it, and usually a squad. And a rest stop. Shit, someone called the Iron Pineapple. One honest piece of advice before we continue on is the Exos are the apex predators of the deep. You cannot compete with their reflexes. I'm just gonna pretend I chambered a faulty slap round. Alright, here we are at Frozen Swamp, incidentally a strong contender for my favorite map. Though I'm not wild about how the default spawn is over here by the shanty. Anyways, we're just walking through it right now, so while that's happening, I had wondered what this would be like for a brand new player with no gear whatsoever. If you can make it to some containers before you run into an enemy squad, there's almost certainly going to be enough ammo, medkits, and grenades to get you through. But only just barely, and you're gonna need to loot their corpses and reload. A new player is probably not gonna know how to make good use of all this stuff, so I'm doing all right though. Just gotta throw it in. Oh shit! Oh fuck! I fucked up! Yeah, F's in the chat for the new bros. I wish you luck. Maybe join a group. All right, here we are at Tunnel D. This tunnel has a lot of verticality to it. If you're not comfortable maneuvering on high gantries and overhangs, then maybe extract before reaching this point. What? What? Can I? Oh, we can go through it. Okay. It's all an illusion. Other than that, though, it's a pretty easy area. You know, just don't die. And in almost no time at all, we're here at Babel. I wanted to show you Babel for a reason. Normally, it only has the one extract. Just like over at Scrapyard Nexus, which they fixed. But here we're at the... fuck! All of that run just to die here. All right. Pick up after your sister. After you summon the extraction, there's nothing you can do but go back to the innards. Once you pass through Tunnel D, you can't go back to the tunnels anymore. That's all I wanted to say.
Remember, we're already dead.
Well, Scavs, we made it through the tunnels. I know this was a short and sweet video, but I just wanted everyone to be equipped with the information they need to tackle this massive new update for the weekend. And as an aside, an apology. I know this was kind of a lower effort video and the audio's terrible. I'm moving houses right now, and I'm recording this outside of my hotel room at 1 in the morning. So have a good night, and you won't hear from me again for at least a month. Bye! You know, I wouldn't mind a codex. I'll just wait.
A few moments later.
Man, how long does this take? Kind of expected more from the chopper. Doesn't that mech have an AA gun on it? Is anyone else seeing this? I'll just look over here to that. Bad rock. Ugh, evil rock. Avoid the cursed rock. No, whatever. I'm bored. I'm leaving. I should probably demonstrate to people how health and ammo can regenerate between raids, huh?